Khloe Kardashian is defending Kylie Jenner and her relationship with Travis Scott after a whirlwind of rumors were put out. A TikTok user recently posted some leaked images of that recent magazine cover shoot that we told you about previously that had been cancelled due to the Astroworld Festival tragedy. Before we get into Khloe's response though, let's take a look at what this magazine had written about Kylie and Travis, because the writer really spilled some tea here. In the article under the photos of Travis and Kylie, they write, "Approach to be as expansive as possible, focusing on chosen and unconventional families as much as on traditional ones. That's when Kylie Jenner, Travis Scott, and their beautiful daughter Stormy Webster came to mind for our cover story. We learned that the elusive and hugely successful Jenner was pregnant with her second child with one of the world's most famous musicians. But we were also reminded that, despite their growing brood, Jenner and Scott are not actually a couple. Here was a real example of a family operating on their own terms." And a lot of people in the comments of the TikTok were split on whether or not this was approved by Kylie and Travis. One person writes, "I've worked in magazines for a decade. Talent does not get to see or approve a profile written about them. That is standard practice." However, another person added a very valid point and said, "This is W Magazine, not some random low-key indie mag. It was definitely approved." Another user commented that a friend of hers had actually worked on this photo shoot and claimed that Kylie and Travis didn't talk to each other the entire time. This TikTok user, who had shared multiple leaked images from the article, also must have been shocked to see Khloe Kardashian in her comment section. In one of the TikToks about the photo shoot, Khloe commented, "Wow, I don't know why this magazine would write this, but they are very much a couple." Although I must say, sending Khloe Kardashian in to clean up relationship rumors is a strange choice by the Kardashian family. To give you some context on the relationship between Kylie and Travis though, the pair started dating back in 2017. Since they started dating, the two of them have managed to keep a pretty low profile before eventually splitting up in October of 2019. But in June of this year, it seems like the pair had rekindled the relationship as they announced that they would be expecting their second child together 3 months later. I'm assuming that the W Magazine article was speaking about the pair having Stormy together, then breaking up, and then coming back together for their second child as the reason why they weren't a couple. Although that's even a bit of a leap, because it says that they're not a couple in such a matter-of-fact way that you would think that Kylie just told them that they weren't together during that photo shoot. Ultimately, W Magazine made the decision to not release the article because it would be viewed as insensitive following the tragedy that took place at Astroworld. In all honesty, this was a really smart move because even these leaked images of the photo shoot are causing all kinds of issues. I guarantee you that had they released this article, many would have said that it was to make Travis appear more like a family man to deflect from the tragedy. On top of that, any drama that came from it would have also been viewed in the same light as a distraction from what really matters. The families of the Astroworld victims are still in mourning and need justice. However, in his first legal response, Travis filed for a dismissal of the lawsuits because he doesn't feel that he is to blame for inciting the dangerous crowd surges that caused 10 concert goers to lose their life. One user commented on the TikTok exposing this interview and essentially touched on what I was just saying about them trying to make Travis look more like a family man. In the comments they wrote, "They probably aren't together, but with everything going on with Travis, it probably looks better for him to be a family man." I'd honestly love to hear your thoughts on all of this though, because unfortunately that's all the time that we have for today. Stay classy and I'll see you on the next one.